Hey boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Greg Van Cott, and this is the Actions of Acting, Monologues and Additions. This is not your ordinary instructional video. Why? Because I'm here to show you the positives and the negatives of this craft by watching the craft itself. That means you'll be watching actors actually acting to demonstrate the do's and don'ts of acting. Let me begin by congratulating you. You have caught the acting bug for which there is no cure. I'm talking to you right now. And in order for you to understand this most wondrous ailment, you're an actor, I'm an actor. We must first understand ourselves. Yup! This is where the subtitles come in. Don't worry, they're fun. You must know who you are and what you're capable of in order for you to reach in and bring out the brightest thoughts or the darkest emotions to your story. As an actor, you have a story to tell, whether it's about himself, herself, or someone. It is a story about I, you, or them. In order for us to understand, we must begin with the monologue. A monologue is no different than any other story, and a story is what you, the actor, must show and tell. This is my magic whiteboard, and it takes my thoughts, and it displays them for the world to see. But you don't have one, so you better write this down. First, be prepared. A good actor does his research, always, and not only looks at one monologue, but several. Once you've done this, you should be able to accomplish the second step. Find a monologue that fits you. You have to be able to sell to the audience that this is something really happening, or has happened. So therefore, you must have an idea what the monologue is saying and what story it is trying to tell. So, if it personally appeals to you, then it should work well. The third step is very important. Know the character and know who you are talking to. Every monologue is a point of view. He or she is reflecting, confessing, or attacking something. For example, the legendary Hamlet to be or not to be soliloquy, which is basically a monologue designed as a confession to the audience in Shakespeare-era plays, is Hamlet himself contemplating suicide, life, and death. But who is Hamlet talking to? That is the real question. Some would say God. Some would say himself. Others would say he is talking to Claudius, the murderer of his father, who is not far away listening. Once the actor is absolutely sure who he or she is talking to, the character's actions and words should make complete sense. The actor must make it clear in order to make the audience believe this story is true. There's no point in telling a story if the character does not believe it is true. Let me repeat that point. There is no point in telling a story if none of it feels truthful. Ergo, my last point. An actor will perform more monologues at auditions and in acting classes than he or she will perform in actual plays during their lifetime. It is just a simple fact. So the monologue must sell your skills and your appeal to those who are casting. A director, a producer, and a casting director must see your abilities and range as a performer. If they see something they like, then that is one foot in the door. The build-up to an audition is pretty simple. You first have to sign in. Bring your headshot and sign in. It's simple. Walk over to your mark. Take a moment before you start. This is what casting directors look for in their work. In my opinion, you should show up at least 30 minutes before your scheduled time. Give yourself a few minutes to have a breather, have some water, and just relax. There's always going to be a little bit of nervousness, but you should be able to control yourself and your emotions before you come in and reveal the most inner emotions to your audience. In every play, film, or TV show, there exists these 4 types. The intense dramatic man, the attractive lead, the odd guy, and the funny dude. However, often these can be switched around or combined. The odd guy can be the villain. The attractive person can also be a villain. The funny dude in comedies is of course the lead, and the intense dramatic man can always be odd. I now present to you the audition process. In order for you to get a better shot at getting a role, I present to you the 4 most common mistakes made during the audition process.
Impress me. My name is Mr. Junie George Maddox III, and I'm performing Hamlet's To Be or Not to Be soliloquy by William Shakespeare. To be or not to be? There's the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles, I opposing and them, to die, to sleep, no more, no more, no more. That was more than enough. But you did say make it impressive. I didn't say scare me half to death. Now I'm gonna have to call my wife to give me a change of underwear. I'm pretty sure she would enjoy that.
Common mistake number 1. An actor has to scream every word and make every word intense. What's the solution? Think of a line graph. The actor must be able to give his monologue levels. He can't always be at the top. Like any other story, there are calm moments before and after every storm. With a monologue like this, it is very important to show control. Who's scarier? A guy who is screaming in anger, or a guy who is in complete control yet angry?
Can I get a rewind? Impress me. My name is Mr. Junie George Maddox III, and I'm about to perform Hamlet by William Shakespeare. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep or chance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. Very nice. Thank you very much. You should do a scene from Othello as well. I will. Thank you, sir. Next.
Hi, how are you? I got lost on the way here. Can you believe that? Yes.
If the casting director wants to make small talk, that's fine. But if you start rambling before they have a chance to talk, it's not a good idea. But that's not common mistake number 2. This is common mistake number 2.
Hello, my name is Patricia Eads, and I will be reciting Forget You by Alan Smithy today. Why are you looking at me like that? You just couldn't tell me? You just had to play the silent game, huh? My favorite games are Marco Polo, Ali Oxenfree, and Tag. But you're not it. You just had to play Pin a Tail on Donkey. But tell me, who's Donkey now? Huh? Honesty game, that's another fun game. Yeah, I like the honesty game too, and that's honestly the worst thing I've heard in my entire life. And I'm 25 years old. Thanks for that.
Common mistake number 2. The actor has no control in their inflection. Inflection, by definition, is the modulation of the voice, change in pitch or tone of the voice. These changes, which happen all the time in normal conversation, are indications of our emotions and feelings. If you are all over the place during a monologue, it makes no sense. You must sound the way you would feel in that given situation. If you know exactly what you are doing with your voice, you will have good inflection.
Please, God, can I get a do-over? Did you just say something? No, nothing at all. Hello, my name is Patricia Eads, and I'll be reciting Forget You by Alan Smithy. So why are you looking at me like that? Why didn't you just tell me? You just had to play the silent game, huh? It's not a very fun game. My favorite games are Marco Polo, Ali Oxenfree, and Tag. But you're not it. But no, you wanted to play Pin a Tail on a Donkey. And tell me now, who's the donkey now, huh? Honesty is another fun game. It's kind of hard, but it's fun. But you can't even play that game without flinching. You just want to run back to mommy and daddy crying. Because I play for keeps, and you're not it. Yeah, I'm not it, but you are. Good job, sweetie. I like how you didn't try too hard. Thanks, I try.
I'm not going to say anything until you give me a reason to say something. But didn't you just say something? No. Okay. My name is Brian McGee, and this is Smirk by Richard Weiss. I'm not sad, I'm happy, I'm smiling. Why aren't you smiling? You should smile, it's healthy. I'm smiling. You're not smiling. Come on, you, smile. Turn that upside down non-smile, right side up. Smile, like me. You don't have to laugh, just smirk and smile. Do I have to tickle you to get you to smile? Smile, look at the pretty birdie. Look, here's my smile I took just for you. There, she smiles, good. You look evil, but it's a smile. No, you don't have to tickle me. If I wanted to laugh, I'd listen to a joke. But instead, I'm seeing one. Gulp.
Common mistake number 3. The actor does not physically move at all. You can't be afraid to move. Do not allow your feet to be glued to the floor. But that doesn't mean you should be moving around like a maniac. All you need is a little deliberate and purposeful movement to add to the drama and tension. Even with a monologue this repetitious, a little movement can go a long way.
Oh, can I get a mulligan? Yes! Mulligan! I'm not going to say anything until you give me a reason to say something. My name's Brian McGee, and this is Smirk by Richard Weiss. I'm not sad, I'm happy, I'm smiling. Why aren't you smiling? You should smile, it's healthy. I'm smiling. You're not smiling. Come on, you. Smile. Turn that upside down non-smile right side up. Smile, like me. You don't have to laugh, just smirk and smile. Do I have to tickle you to get you to smile? Smile. Look at the pretty birdie. Look, here's my smile I took just for you. There, she smiles. Good. You look evil, but at least it's a smile. I liked it. It was moving. Don't mention it.
Oh, God. Yes, I am Mr. God. Entertain me. So, I'm Nicholas Gaetanos, and this is Awkward by Wes Carpenter. This is my first time, you know? I mean auditioning. They say that when you do a monologue, you put everything you have into it. I'm not an expert, but my performance is based on the one getting it. My monologue, haha. I'm scared. I feel naked even though I have clothes on.
Yes. How about I strip you naked so you feel even more vulnerable? It sucks to be you right now.
I know my best audition, and I know my worst audition. My best audition, I had complete concentration of all my words and my body. One of the worst examples of an audition is where I completely lost focus of why I was there. I need to know why I'm there. I need to know the character I'm playing, and I need to know what my mission is. Your mission is to show these people why you're there. If you're there for a reason, show them the reason. There is nothing really in your way. It is your monologue. It is your story. You are in charge of bringing this character to life. The casting director wants to know what makes you different from everyone else, and that's what makes you special. So finally, common mistake number 4, the most common of them all, losing focus and losing belief in a monologue. We're all guilty of it, but there is a very simple solution to it. If you know who you are talking to, if you know who these words are directed towards, then you should have complete focus. If you can't look at the casting director, pick an object in the room, like this clock. Even if you can't remember all the words, you should be able to retain an idea of it by knowing who your character is speaking to. Perhaps he's speaking to a girl. That just makes it more awkward toward the girl.
Oh God, this is a nightmare. I'm dreaming, I'm sleeping. I can pinch myself, and I'll wake up. That's it. I'm feeling better.
Are you done being catatonic right now?
Hi, I'm Nicholas Gaetanos, and I'm here to perform Awkward by Wes Carpenter. This is my first time, you know? Auditioning. This is my first time auditioning. They say that when you do your monologues, you put everything you have into it. I'm not an expert, but my performance is based on the opinion of the one getting it. My monologue, I mean. Okay, I'm scared. I feel naked even though I'm like fully clothed. I feel that eyes are overlooking me, analyzing me. So, here I am. How am I doing? Am I serious? Am I funny? Am I both? Well, my rhythm depends on the one getting it. My monologue, I mean.
Very nice. Now do that again for me.
This is my first time, auditioning. That's what I meant, auditioning. They say that when you do a monologue, you have to put everything you have into it. I'm not an expert, but my performance is based on the one getting it. My monologue, I mean. I'm scared. I feel naked, even though I'm wearing clothes. I feel like their eyes just staring at me, analyzing me. So, here I am. How am I doing? Am I serious? Am I funny? Am I both? Well, my rhythm, it depends on the one getting it. My monologue, I mean.
I'm not sad. I'm happy. I'm smiling. Why aren't you smiling? You should smile. It's healthy. I'm smiling. You're not smiling. Come on, you. Smile. Turn that upside down non-smile right side up. Smile like me. You don't have to laugh. Just smirk and smile. Do I have to tickle you to get you to smile? Smile. Look at the pretty birdie. Look, here's my smile I took just for you. There, she smiles good. You look evil, but at least it's a smile.
So why are you looking at me like that? Why didn't you just tell me? You like to play the silent game, huh? Well, that could be funny. But you know what? My favorite games are Marco Polo, Alia Oxenfree, and Tag. But you know what? You're not it. No, you like to play Pin the Tail on a Donkey. But who's the donkey now, huh? I like the honesty game. You ever heard of that? It can be funny, but it's hard. Especially when you can't even do it without flinching. You just want to run back to mommy and daddy crying. Because you know what? I'm here for keeps. And you're not it.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by our sleep to say we end the heartache, and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. Or when that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life.
So, any questions, class?